Welcome to another class with me, Isabel. This class is for the throat chakra, and I really love bringing an intention to each class. And with this class, it's all about how do we express ourselves? How do we not express ourselves? What do we keep inside ourselves that we need to let out? And with that in mind, we will begin today's class with Bhramari B breath. This is one of my favorite breaths in yoga, or pranayamas in yoga. It's an inhale through the nose, and on the exhale, we hum the breath out, and it goes like this. And we'll do, oh, there's a bit of an echo in this room. We'll do a good few rounds so that you can really get into it, and you can close your eyes and take your gaze up to the point between the eyebrows. And I find this breath is so calming. One of our most powerful sound healing instruments is our own voice, and it's a shame we're not taught that when we're younger, but we can learn wherever and whatever age we're at. But the power of the voice, the power of the words you speak, everything is very powerful. So get in touch with the sound of you today, and let's start with our Bhramari B breath. So let's all close our eyes. You can bring your hands onto your knees, and we'll take a deep breath in and then sigh the breath out. Nice audible sigh. Deep breath in again. And sigh the breath out. Last time, deep breath in. And sigh the breath out. Nice, and on your next one, let's begin our Bhramari B breath. Inhaling. Continuing to breathe, and as you breathe, maybe you can start to feel that inner reverberation of the vibration that you're creating with the sound, and maybe you also feel a tingling on your lips as the vibration moves across the top and bottom surface of the lips. Keeping on going at your own pace and at your own length, and maybe you already begin to feel a sense of calm as the nervous system recalibrates itself to this inner massage almost of sound. Lips are closed or lips are sealed. Notice and feel the vibration within yourself. And just sit for a few moments with the eyes still closed, just paying attention. Maybe you can bring first finger and thumb into Gyan Mudra, which is a really great place sometimes just to pause and be. And maybe you notice the vibration that's awakened within you. And from there, we'll all open our eyes, maybe blinking the eyes to bring the light back in slowly. And we'll just start to take some rolls of the shoulders. So rolling the shoulders all the way forwards towards the earlobes, and then all the way down the spine. All the way in one direction. And then naturally, in the right moment for you, or when I'm doing it too, all the way forwards in the other direction. Really nice. And then bringing your hands onto your shoulders, bring the thumbs behind the shoulders. Let's take some circles of the elbows, almost like you're circling around a big plate, maybe a dinner plate or a main plate. And then let's take these circles all the way in the other direction. And we just want to bring an opening and a spaciousness to the space around the throat, so that if we were to allow ourselves more freedom of expression, we at least have the space to do that. Releasing your hands down. Let's take the right ear towards the right shoulder, or you can do your left ear towards the left shoulder. And then the option is to stay as you are, or if you want, extend the opposite arm out and flex the fingers towards your face. And then something that we would call neural flossing, almost like you're flossing your teeth, but instead flossing the nerves. If you move your hand around, the one that is extended, you might start to feel different sensations, maybe through the fingers, through the back of the hand or the back of the forearm. Just play around with where feels good for you. It's really good for the health of the nerves to do things like this. And you might want to intensify it by bringing that hand on top of the head and gently drawing the head towards the shoulder to intensify the sensation. Really nice stretch in the side of the neck, muscles down the side of the neck. And then let's come back through to center. Just take a moment to pause, and maybe you notice the difference between the left and the right side, and then do whatever you did on that side, on the other side. If you weren't going the same side as me, I'm now dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. I'll extend my right hand out to the side, flex the fingers towards my face, and just take some gentle circles or some small movements just to find that right place where you start to feel sensation down the arm or the fingers. And it's really just like a stretch for your nerves, a stretch for the fascia, that interconnecting web of tissue that connects muscles and bones, ligaments, everything together. And then again, if you want to increase, you can always gently pull the head towards the shoulder if that feels good, and you might feel it more intensified down the right side or whichever side you're doing of your neck. Again, release. Let's come back to center, and then let's find our way onto our hands and our knees. Find, as a start, a puppy pose. So send the arms forward and then send the chest down towards the mat, lengthening the forearms towards the mat, and just taking 3 deep breaths here. A deep breath in for 1, a deep breath in for 2, and our final deep breath in for 3. And maybe you find, like me, with that final breath, my head allowed itself to come to the mat just naturally. So maybe with the last exhale, you really let your armpits soften towards the mat. And you let your breath move throughly up from the belly into the chest and out through the throat and the mouth or the nose. Nice, and then let's slowly come back onto our hands and our knees, tucking the toes under, lifting the hips high, downward facing dog, pedaling out through your feet. And we really want the breath to be a very important part of today's practice. Not that it isn't in other parts or other practices, but particularly today when our focus is around the throat chakra. So pedaling out the feet, let's look towards the thumbs or the hands, and then walk the feet towards the back of the wrists and forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold, and we'll take a few rounds of sun salutation to warm the body up. So as we inhale, let's reach the arms up, look towards the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down and then step back, finding a high plank pose. Take a deep breath to prepare, and as you exhale, come halfway down. Inhale, lift up through your chest, draw your shoulders back, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands, and walk step or maybe a little hop to the back of the wrists. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, find your high plank. Deep breath in, hold. Exhale, come halfway down. Inhale, lift up through your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, look to the hands, and step or walk or hop back of the wrists. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, find your high plank, deep breath in. Inner thighs squeeze, exhale, halfway down. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose and then open the mouth and sigh the breath out. As I adjust myself on my mat, maybe you need to as well. 2 more times, deep breath in and deep breath out. Nice. On this next one, take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, bend the knees, look to the hands, and step the feet to the back of the wrists. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale, bend the knees and sweep the arms up by the ears, chair pose. Take a deep breath in here, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale, plant your hands and step back, find your high plank. Inhale here for a breath. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, right leg lifts high, bend the knee and open the hip. Look underneath your right armpit and take a deep breath in. Hopefully the smell isn't terrible. And exhale the breath out. One more deep breath here. As you exhale, let's draw the knee towards the nose and place the foot in between the hands. Inhale, we reach the arms up and cactus the arms, squeezing the elbows to the sides of the waist. And then as we exhale, we extend the arms, the back heel comes down. Inhale, lengthen the arms, warrior one, bend into the front knee. As we exhale, reach the arms behind your back and interlace the hands down and draw the shoulder blades together. Deep breath in to lift up through your chest, and then exhale, we fold forwards inside of that right knee. If it doesn't feel good to hold your hands in this position, you can always hold the elbows or do a reverse prayer behind your back. So do what feels right and good for you. Deep breath in here. And as we exhale, let's push down to lift up as we open the arms wide to find warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Gaze over your front right middle finger. Inhale to flip the right palm, reach it forwards. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Really try to reach the right fingers towards the wall behind you as you extend your right knee forwards and in the direction of the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, bring the hands down to the mat, framing your front foot. Heel toe your right foot to the right, press your left hand down as you peel your right arm up. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release the left knee down, bend the left knee and catch hold of the left foot with your right hand. Push the foot into your hand as you pull your hand towards your foot. So you have that resistance to open up the space of that left hip. Maybe like me, you come onto the edge of your right foot to open a bit more space in the channel of that right inner thigh. Wherever you are, take the gaze up or towards the wall behind you, deep breath in. And then as we exhale, hands come down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Let's step back, find our high plank and move through our choice of flow. Breathing in to lift up through the chest. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Inhale here and deep breath out, exhale.
One more time, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands, walk, step or jump to the back of the wrists. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips back and down, find your chair pose. Deep breath in, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, find your high plank and move through your choice of flow. Breathing in, lifting up through the chest. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts, bend the knee and open the hip. Look underneath your left armpit this time. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you exhale, bring the knee towards the nose and place the foot in between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, squeeze the elbows to the sides of the waist. Inhale, we reach the arms up. And as we exhale, back heel down, arms reaching up. Warrior one. Inhale for a breath. And then exhale, interlace the hands behind the back, preparing for our humble warrior. Lift up through the chest, open the throat, and then exhale, dive forwards. Again, if you want to alter the position of the hands, by all means do. Take a deep breath in here and then exhale, press into the left foot as you rise and open the arms out wide, warrior two. Inhale to expand the fingers in opposite directions. Exhale to sink. Inhale to flip the left palm, reach it forward, exhale, reverse. Deep breath in, exhale, bring your hands down towards the mat. Back heel lifts, left toes or left foot to the left side. Press the right hand down, inhale, reach the left arm up. And then exhale, release the right knee to the floor, bend the right knee and catch hold of the right foot with your left hand. Take a deep breath in here as you push the foot away from you and draw your left hand towards you. Again, creating that resistance. Gaze towards the left shoulder or up towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, deep breath in and then exhale slowly with control. Release that right foot down. Hands come to the mat, tuck the back toes, and we step back and move through that choice of flow. Breathing in to lift up through the chest, breathing out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale here for a breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or walk to the back of the wrists. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up, chair pose. Inhale here, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, find your high plank pose. Inhale here, exhale, halfway down. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, bend the knee and open the hip. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Exhale, knee to the nose, place the foot in between the hands. Inhale, we reach the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, pull the elbows down to the sides of the waist. Inhale, reach the arms up, and as we exhale, let the back heel come down, warrior one. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release the hands, interlace them behind the back. Inhale, lift up through your chest, open up through your throat, and then exhale, dive forwards, humble warrior. Deep breath in for one, and exhale the breath out. One more deep breath in for two. And as you exhale, press down through your right foot, open your arms out wide, warrior two. We're building the heat, opening up that space of the throat. Inhale, flip your right palm, reach it forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, hands come down, frame your front foot, lift your back heel, heel toe the right foot towards the right. Press down through your left hand on your exhale. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Deep breath in for one. As we exhale, back knee comes down and hold onto that back foot. Pressing foot into hand and hand into foot, maybe opening up that right sole of foot. Take a deep breath in here, and as we exhale, release the hand from the foot, tuck the back toes under and step back, high plank. Move through your choice of flow. Breathing in to lift up through your chest, breathing out, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, look forwards, walk step or jump to the back of the wrists. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, reach your arms up by your ears, chair pose. Inhale here to hold. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, find your high plank and move through your choice of flow. Breathing in, lifting up through your chest. Nice job, everyone. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last side, here we go. Left leg lifts on the inhale. Bend your knee and open your hip. Deep breath in for one. Exhale the breath. One more breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee to the nose and place the foot in between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the elbows to the side of the waist. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, back heel down, warrior one. Deep breath in to extend through the arms. Interlace your hands behind your back, draw your shoulders down your spine, lift up through your chest, open your throat. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale here for a breath. And exhale. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, press through the left foot, rise and open your arms wide, warrior two. Inhale, flip your left arm forward. Exhale, reverse. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down, frame your left foot. Lift your back heel. Heel toe the left foot to the left. Exhale, press your right hand down. Inhale, peel your left arm up. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the back knee down. Bend the back knee, catch hold of that back foot. Press foot into hand and hand into foot. Opening up through your chest and that front of the left side of the collarbone. Connecting to your throat. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then slowly release the hands from the feet. Step back, lifting the back knee, lifting the toes, or not the toes, and find your way through your last flow. Breathing in, lifting up through your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from your downward facing dog, bending the knees, bringing the hips towards the heels. And just taking a moment in a child's pose. 3 breaths here. Let the body slow, let the mind slow. We've built heat in our body, and slowly now let's cool the body down. So we'll just walk our hands towards our knees and come to a seat. Let's bring our legs around to the front. I've definitely built up some heat doing this, and let's reach the arms forward like we're holding someone's hands or an imaginary block or pillow, so there's resistance, and we'll slowly lower for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, coming down towards the ground. Walk your heels towards your glutes, and let's slowly press the hands or the palms into the mat, the backs of the shoulders. Squeeze your glutes like you're picking a pencil up with your bottom from the floor, and start to lift your hips. As you do, try to keep your ribs down, sending the ribs towards the hips so we have that containment around the torso. And just taking a moment here to be as you are. Maybe you want to take the shoulders underneath the back, interlacing the hands to lift up a little bit higher, but again, really try as best you can to keep the ribs in towards the cavity of the chest. Wherever you are, let's take 3 more breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more breaths. And a final breath. Really nice job, everybody. And then slowly release the hands out of the way and lower the upper back, the middle back, the lower back and the hips down to the mat. And you can just windscreen wipe your knees over to the left and over to the right, releasing any tension through the back of the hips. And we'll take the right leg around the left leg, move the hips a little bit to the right, and then slowly take the knees down to the left for a nice spinal twist. And we can cactus the arms and take the gaze the opposite direction of the knees towards the right hand. And slowly let's come back through to center, unraveling the legs. Bring the hips back to center, cross the left leg over the right, move your hips a little bit to the left, and then let's take the knees down to the right. And take the gaze over towards that left hand. The arms are still at those 90-degree angles in cactus arms. Gently bringing the knees back to center, unraveling the legs, taking the hands behind the knees. We'll take a gentle rock and roll up and down the length of the mat, keeping the chin towards the chest to protect the back of the neck until we come up to a seat. When you find that comfortable seat, I'll come to sit to face towards you, but let's lengthen the spine forwards and forward fold, walking the hands forward, lengthening the arms. And take 3 deep breaths. Breathing into the back of the spine and breathing out through the front of the chest. Breathing into the back of the spine and breathing out through the front of the chest. Final one, take a deep breath in and exhale the breath out. Slowly walking the hands back towards the knees. And let's end or conclude our class with 3 Oms. And I always like to separate Om into 3 different sounds. It's like O, R, like a silent H, N, M, N. So see if you can try with me as we do our 3 Oms to end our class. Let's take a deep breath in. Ending wonderfully with the sound that makes up the universe. Thank you for joining today. If you like this class, please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.